Hello everyone, welcome back. I want to share my thoughts with you guys on why I think it would be appropriate for the Supreme Court to basically put out an order that in all gun control related case, injunctions are to be automatic, okay? Where basically immediately, as soon as any lawsuits hits a court at any level, with regards to any gun control issue, the court should immediately issue an injunction pending, the outcome of the case. Okay, now what's the purpose of the injunction? Basically, the injunction stops the state government or city government or federal government from enforcing that law. Okay, now I'm not just pulling this out of my ass as a gun guy. The reason why I think that it's appropriate, it makes sense, is because in the NYSERPA versus Bruin decision, okay, the Supreme Court said that all gun control laws are presumptively unconstitutional. Okay, so that's a really important word, presumptively. Okay, so as soon as the case hits the court, if it involves any type of gun control issue, the presumption is that the gun control law is unconstitutional. Okay, that's the presumption. It's the same presumption as, let's say, the presumption of innocence, right, until proven guilty. So this rises at that level. Okay, so for example, in the case of, let's say, if somebody is criminally charged, in most cases they are able to get bail. They can post bail and be free pending the outcome of the trial. Okay, and again, the reason is because there's that presumption of innocence. So same deal now applies with all gun control laws. The presumption is that all gun control laws are unconstitutional. Now, in the case of gun bans, right, like for example, like the so-called assault rifle, assault weapon bans that's currently in play in like Illinois and California. Okay, the Supreme Court gave us a freebie on that. Okay, this is a freebie. The freebie is that when they said that commonly owned firearms cannot be banned. Okay, so that's like immediate, like that should be subject to like that should be like a summary judgment. Right, the judge should be like, hey, does this involve a gun ban? If it does, summary judgment, it's unconstitutional. Now that would include things like, let's say, like the California roster, where they ban certain types of guns, because again, those are gun bans, right? Like, let's say, like a Gen 5 Glock is basically kind of banned. It's not on the roster, so it's effectively banned. So again, that is basically that would fall into that freebie of, if it's a gun ban, it is automatically unconstitutional. So if it's a case that doesn't involve an outright gun ban, right? If it's a case like, for example, that is restricting the use of firearms, or where you can carry firearms, or so if it's a case that involves gun restrictions or restriction of the right, then the next level, right? So basically, the way this works is, okay, does it involve a gun ban? If yes, automatically unconstitutional. Okay, if it doesn't involve a gun ban, if it's like a general gun control law, then the next level after that is, well, all gun control laws are presumptively unconstitutional, and the exception that the Supreme Court gave was if a similar analog law, right, if a similar law existed at the time of the founding, and that's 1791 to 1836, 1836 being the cutoff, because that's when the last founding father, James Madison, died. So that strict period, that is what they're supposed to look at. And if a similar law existed in that period, then it might possibly be constitutional. Okay, but other than that, right? Other than that, and the Supreme Court, I think, came up with 4 examples of gun control laws that existed at the time of the founding, okay, or in 1791. And it's pretty much all of them, okay. So unless the gun control law existed in 1791, it is presumptively unconstitutional. So again, this would be a reason why it's why all courts should issue immediate injunctions for any gun control related case, because the presumption is that the gun control law will be unconstitutional. So let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to y'all soon.